Yeah, hello, everyone. Welcome once again. Yes, my lovely people, this video so it not just to sweet us for mind because we not pray for anybody to live in country, Congo go prison for another man country. Now understand. So, but we will still let you know wetin dey happen around so that you go know how una go take package on yourself. For this particular video, now, about two Nigerian ladies that were sentenced to 5 years plus in prison. They were sentenced to 5 years plus in prison for Ireland because of trafficking girls. Una know say for Europe, the law of trafficking girls, like bringing somebody from Africa to Europe, it dey very, very frustrating and it dey very, very bad. Undermining the situation when the children, the girls, they enter. We all understand, like some of us, when we say we come from Africa, we understand some means when it be say a lot of these girls, they use, they come out for their country. Some of them we are not informed of the work they are going to do over there when they get to Europe. Some of them were not informed that they are going to do prostitution. Some of them also already know what they are going to do. They know what they won't go to. So they just bargain for the journey, all in the name of situation and the condition when hold them for their country. Why some they not know. And a lot of them also, they are aware. And the most painful thing is whereby somebody go traffic a girl of underage, and without telling that person wetin e wan go do for that particular country where you wan carry am go. That one e dey very, very wrong, e dey very, very wrong. Maybe the person get another ways of surviving in life, another ambition, but you go just play am 419, just tell am say if you reach there you go see work when you wan take work, do this. But when you go reach where you wan carry am reach, you no go let am introduce am to all these normal jobs when you tell am say you go get. You prefer to introduce am to prostitution, whereby we know say this prostitution of a thing e dey destroy a lot of people life. A lot of girls, when e don be say e don destroy their life psychologically, emotionally, some sef don even carry sickness for inside. You understand? That is why e no dey advisable. And for other parts of the people, when e be say they know wetin they wan go do, some of them they know, whereby their parents sef will be the one begging for you to help them, and even them themselves will be the one begging for you to help them go to Europe, because maybe they are frustrated in their country. There is no any source of living that they are surviving from, so they prefer to transport, to look for a sponsorer that will sponsor them to Europe for any kind of opportunity. So getting to Europe, a lot of them, they used to betray the trust that, let me say, the trolleys have for them, because being somebody that you will come out now to tell somebody, hey, I beg, please help me. Maybe the parents of the person also will be begging, please help me. And they will tell you all the circumstances surrounding the issue, that whereby look at what you are going to do in that particular place. If you reach there, this is the way it is, this is the way it is. But being that you now will get to the particular country, and you will see say, because say the law of that country dey against all these, maybe bringing you to that particular country, you will try to betray that person. That for that area e dey very, very bad also. That is why e no good when e go be say person sef go even involve himself in this kind of way, because you go think say for your mind na help you dey help some of them, but for their mind they no take am like that, because they have another ambition. You know say for this life many people are greedy, some are selfish. Maybe after helping them, they will even like to put you for problem just because of the good deed you do for them. But why some of them were unaware, and some of them were still, what does it call, underage, whereby no still dey advisable. So wetin me I look for inside this matter, please, even though say the person dey beg you, even though say the parents of the person dey beg you, even though say you and the person relate, it's better that you not even do it at all. You not even help that person to go to Europe, because say the Europe, when you dey carry that person go, you yourself, maybe you not even get work, maybe you not even get document, maybe you not even stand well. And say to get work for Europe e dey hard, to get opportunity sometimes e dey hard. You understand? Even for documents, they have. So a lot of them, they use the opportunity to just introduce the person when carry them go Europe, them, so that they go get document from the government. So I advise you, those of you that think that maybe this is a profitable business, that it is not at all a profitable business. Before you do anything, think of the advantages. Even though say the person beg you, this is the hard time that a lot of African girls need to stop this traffic of the thing, this movement of the thing, whether to Europe, whether to African country, or to any other place. I beg, make una no dey carry them, they go again. As far as say you yourself, and say if you reach that place, go there easy. The only way to survive now to put himself for prostitution or to start prostituting. So it's better, don't just do it. Instead of you to feel say you dey help person, at last you go prison, you know at last you go jail. It's not dey advisable. So I think it's hard time we put a stop to this. No matter the begging, no matter the whatsoever, you know, give that person advice. If you want to survive, a lot of people are surviving in the same country that he or she is living. So let that person survive in that particular country to avoid problem. Because the ways that the Europeans see this trafficking of a thing is not the same way that we Africans we see it. Because a lot of us understand the situation and the condition that make a lot of girls to move. Even some of them were even told that they are going to swear an oath. They know it. They know the movement, they know the connection and everything. They will even tell them that they are going to carry them past the Libya desert or Morocco desert or whatsoever. But they will still agree to go, undermining that they don't even know the situation of that desert when they won't go past. But because of the frustration of the country that they are living in, they will just agree to just go. All their own mind is to be in Europe, because maybe you come from Europe, they say that you get house, you build house, or you don't the right big car, but they don't know how you take make all those money. You understand? So they advisable at all, at all, at all. Because if you look around now, you see say a lot of African girls are lavishing in European prison due to this particular issue of trafficking. You understand? Though the papers when we say you won't travel, they have told you that you will swear, and you know that you will swear just to gain that trust from you. But you will still get to that particular country, you will inform the police people that they force you. Nobody tie your hand to go and swear. I think that is true. I think I'm making it clear, because a lot of them, they are involving people into this particular problem whereby it's quite unfair. Who see truth make it talk am. You understand? None of them were forced. For Africa, they never see person when be say wan travel go Europe, they go they beat am, they go they tie am, they go tell and say by force you go swear. If not, once the person they tell you say you want carry you go, if you say you no go, I don't think that they will force you. You understand? But getting down to Europe now, complaining to the government there, because you know that maybe it's a high crime, and you know the risk when that person don't take help you reach that particular Europe. Say they not force you to go swear. You agree. Your mother know, your father know, your brothers and sisters know, everybody around you know. Say you they travel, they go Europe, they even they pray for you. They go even carry you go church. Your family go even there among. They go escort you go church. All in the name of say make pastor for pray, make you for enter the same Europe. But if you reach that particular Europe now, you will come, they bring another people leg, they come and say they force you. It's quite unfortunate and quite unfair. So I think a lot of ladies, they need to think this particular aspect, because it's not good at all, at all. If you know from your mind that that person not force you, now waiting you decide, please try to settle the issue with that person, no matter waiting it be. This word, so when we they talk for mouth, now mouth now they keep person, now mouth now they say person. Nothing like sweet mouth, nothing like good mouth. No matter the condition, you must surely get the solution. But putting yourself or involving yourself into a problem, that is very, very bad. Whereby you yourself, you are aware, you know the things that will happen to you, you know what you won't go do if you reach that country. So to avoid all this stress and all this problem, go, is better not just carry that person at all, at all. No matter how they beg you reach, let the parents, let the family, if really they want their daughter or their son to travel, let them go and what does it call, borrow money, let them go and sell their land, let them go sell their house to help their child, you know. Maybe that time if the pikin reach there, if na im mama you go give police, say na im mama na im sell land, go carry am go Europe. You should be more better than to put your hand for business when you know say e no get head. And after all, to use people to do business, that one may be business, but all in the name of say this person beg you make you carry am, the other one beg you make you carry am. People come take am like say maybe na something of business, wey e be say no be business at all at all. So for the information of these two people, I go like make I read and come out for una. And a lot of now when be the girls when they do this particular thing, please make you think twice before you go do anything. Nothing say because you want make your own better, make you go spoil another person own. God no dey like am at all at all. You understand? As you dey think of yourself, really dey think of another person also. You know, money, they die leave money. Nobody dey carry money dey go anywhere, no matter what. No matter anyhow when you think am, they no dey carry money dey go anywhere. So no use because of money matter come take put your fellow human being for problem, come take put yourself for problem because of you dey greedy, or you dey selfish, or maybe you dey envy of that person. You understand? So e dey very very bad. Make we stop am and make we condemn am, especially carrying girls unknowingly, or even carrying them whether they know. Prostitute no be work when e be say they will carry person go. If the person tell you say e wan do normal job, e wan do normal job. If you reach there, if na normal job you want to make e do, but make e parents make dem assist am, so that im go use the opportunity take go do normal job. If you wan study, make e still go study. You understand? Because I don see a lot of girls too when still dey suffer under the hands of madam, all in the name say they carry them. A lot of them dey beat their girls, a lot of them dey force them. If they no bring money for house, some say they no dey give them food, you know. All this kind of inhuman treatment when e be say e no still too bad. That is why you need to just clean your hand, comot for inside, you know. Na God na im dey bless person. Maybe money when you use another of your fellow person take get, maybe e go make you survive for life, and maybe e go make you succeed for life. Because if you look at a lot of girls now when be say they dey for prison, some of them have been living fine. Some of them have been managing little by little the small one when they get. You know, they don't see any of this problem. But once they be say they just put their hand, all in the name of say they want help person, all in the name of say they want do the business. You go see say some of them go come, they fall into temptations and into big problems when they be say it pass them. So I believe living your way, the way when God take give you, is more better than staining your hands in all this kind of ways. You know, it's not good. And make we not forget say God na him see the reach person mind. You understand? Wetin you d'accord, wetin you d'accord with that person before he carry you. If you still reach that place, you still do against it, you still lie on that person head, na God na him go still judge you. You understand? Because for this world, we know say if you dey plan bad and for another person, that same bad na you go still get. And so the matter be. Allez, allez, allez. Faut pas être là, prends mon téléphone. Allô? Tiens, tiens. Faut pas être là, prends mon téléphone. Ok? Ne prends pas mon téléphone. Quand quelqu'un l'appelle, ne décroche pas. Tiens, faut aller là-bas. Stop picking my calls, eh? This baby, they try me. If somebody just call, just carry my phone and say hello, hello. Stop picking my calls, please. I take or beg you. So let's go down into the details of how these particular two ladies, I think I have their pictures here. Let me see if I have it. I think so. Okay. I shall still go out. Let me bring it down. Okay. Yeah. These are the two ladies. So let's see how they take get fall into this big time problem. So for inside Ireland, you know. So the two women who became the first people in Ireland to be convicted of human trafficking from for the prostitution ring, they ran out on the mainland. Have received a jail sentence of 5 years and 8 months and 5 years and 1 month. So one of them received 5 years and 8 months, while the other one received 5 years and 1 month. So these people are the first people when in this Ireland they convict, they send to prison in the name of trafficking girls. So you see, that is why I tell you, say, it's not good to do this particular business, no matter the begging, no matter whatsoever. Beg, make una try how hard to remove una hand for inside, because seeing our fellow Africans going to jail, to prison in another mass country, get as e be, or even seeing them. Arrête de prendre le téléphone. Donne-moi, je suis là dans vidéo. Hello, I do live video. I'll talk to you later, okay? Right. Allez, allez, je vais parler. So that is to tell you now, because for Ireland they have a lot of different states and different countries, different let me say citizens for there, but they never arrest or even convict anybody, send anybody to jail. Why these two Nigerians now became the first people when it be say Ireland don't send to jail in the name of girls trafficking. And if you look at the picture very well, you will see that there are really young people. One of them, they are Alicia Edosa, when be 45 years old, and the other one is Edith Enogagase, 31 years old. So you can imagine now, 31 years old and they're 45 years old, sending to jail, all in the name of trafficking girls or whatsoever they call it. You understand? Because that one, once you don't carry the person reach that particular country, now traffic, now you traffic them. They're not the reason I'm another way round again. So now it make and they very difficult to let you know, say e not bad. It's better not just put your hand. Instead, when you come, they get all this kind small, all this kind problem here and there, all in the name of say you carry your fellow black person enter Europe, maybe make it for better for them or make it for better for you. So you know what I'm at all. So let's continue. One received 5 years and 8 months, while the other one received 5 years and 1 month. Alicia Edosa, 45 years, and Edith Enogagase, 31-year-old, both of whom are Nigerians, were each found guilty of 2 counts of trafficking women around Ireland on dates between September 16 and June 2018, following a 6-week jury trial at Milenga Circuit Criminal Court in June. Edosa of the Harbour Market Point, Mulinga Co. Westmeath, and Enogagase of Meeting House Lane, Mulinga, were also each convicted of a single charge of organizing prostitution, as well as a series of money laundering offenses. Enogagase's husband, Omonuwa Desmond Osagbovo, was also convicted of 4 related money laundering offenses. You see the matter now, as they involve you, now so they will involve maybe your boyfriend or your husband when they with you. If you look around, you say a lot of Nigerian ladies are they are lavishing in prison. Some of them are in house arrest, some of them are in the main prison, all in the name of carrying one of your person to come Europe. So it's better not just do them at all, because if you reach here, the matter go change. You know, this is how it is. All the 3 had planned not guilty to a total of 63 separate offenses. They gave them 63 separate offenses. They're not guilty for those ones, but for this one, now when it be said they sentence them, another matter of trafficking, and that one they hold their hand. At a sentencing hearing on Tuesday, Judge Francis Comenford imposed a jail term of 5 years and 8 months on Edosa, backdated to April 14, 2019, when she was first placed in custody for conviction under Criminal Law Human Trafficking Act 2008. Judge Comenford sentenced Enogagase to 5 years and 1 month in prison for the same offense, backdated to her conviction on June 10, 2021. Judge Comenford said the offences did not relate to trafficking the women into Ireland, but the control exercises over them once they arrive here, when the victims have become interim slaves. So the problem be say maybe to just carry them enter the island, maybe make them convict, they send them to prison. But the thing be say after they don't enter island, so these two ladies now will be the one controlling those girls, sending them to work, so that they call them sex slave, sending them to go and prostitute for money. So because of that one, I make them sentence them, not be to just say they just carry them enter. You understand? So that is why I'm telling you, say, if you want carry person, if you know say the work when you they carry and they go there, they genuine, na prostitution work or na whatsoever. When even though say the person agree self, even though say the person not agree, please don't do it. It's so important for your life, it's very important for you, because a lot of them, they will be even prostitute in Africa. They will know what thing they won't go do, and they don't already they do it for Africa there. But once they get to Europe, some of them, when it be say their eye now greedy okpolo eye, when be say na greedy eye, they go still like to put you into problem, not because say you they force them to swear, or to even force them enter road, or to force them to do that work, but because say they are just wicked people. So it is better for you not to do it, not to put your hand in it, so that come they get all this investment wahala. And okay, they recover they conceal the victims. Let me see adverts. Okay, they conceal the victims into a sustained and degrading period of prostitution, which did great harm to all victims for financial gain, the judge remarked. He said the two accused has taken advantage of vulnerable women who had no real alternative but to accept their exploitation before finally summoning enough courage to break free. Shey you see wetin as dey talk? So Judge Comerford said he did not necessarily believe international trafficking was a more serious offence, as important factor in the crimes by the defendant were the nature of the concern, the purpose of the trafficking, and the damage done to the victims and the society. So he still continued to say, he said, however, the judge also accepted the Edosa and the Enugaga state operated as more a cottage industrial than being part of a tightly controlled criminal organization. He said there was also a greater need for regulation of service which allow prostitution to be advertised. The judge also sentenced both women to 16 months in prison for the prostitution conviction and 20 months for each for the money laundering offense to run concurrently. An additional consecutive an additional consecutive sentence of 20 months was imposed in Edosa because of the greater number of money laundering offenses. The Edosa na one of them, their husband. Now it be Edosa when it be say they give am 20 months. Danny, food minister, d'accord? Food minister, pardon. The court held Edosa still maintain her innocence. Okay, Edosa, the other girl, she still maintain her innocence of all the charge and claimed that the victims have made false allegations against her in order to secure their rights to remain in Ireland. So the one of the girls are saying that it is false. These children, they are not right. What they are saying is lie because they needed document. That is why they are doing it. And I have also experienced a case like that whereby the person may be even carry that girl enter Europe, but because say the two of them just get altercation, they just get a problem, you go just go name and say na carry you enter. People they do like that, and then before the investigations go come carry on, did and done and everything, e go dey hard, that person go don switch up small for inside prison. So that is the bad when it be say some African people that they do to each other, all in the name of enviness and greediness. Person no carry you come, you go lie say that person carry you come. The one when you beg make it carry you reach Europe, you will still reach, you will still send and go prison. So I don't know what some people are gaining. If you look am around, e not good at all, because for the inside the Europe matter, a lot of girls even they die. Some of them, nobody they know wetin dey kill them. But the time when e be say person carry dem come, dem go deny that person, dem go escape that person, dem go even run leave that person. But when e be say maybe something now go come dey worry dem, maybe dem come dey sick, or maybe dem come dem forget say maybe the oath or one thing or the other, after na that time na now dem go come dey remember say na person carry dem come. Some sef no be the people carry dem come, but dem go just go lie to give government say na this person na carry me come, all in the name of say e want make dem give am document. So make you girls, make una dey, that is know how una go dey take dey do things, because a lot of people dey run mad for the Europe, a lot of people dey die unnecessary death, you know, untimely death for inside the Europe. Only God na him know wetin dey cause am. So make sure say anything wey you dey do, make your hand dey clean, no do bad to your fellow human being, so that that same bad e no go meet you. E dey very very important. An additional consecutive, okay, 20 months. The court held Edosa still maintain, okay, the trial had evidence from 4 women who claimed they were forced into prostitution in Ireland after undergoing a voodoo ceremony in their native Nigeria, in what the prosecutions claimed was a tragic case of exploitation. So some of the 4 of them, they say they don't do the investigation, and they see some evidence when e be say even the girls say they even give them oath, take they go do their juju, their voodoo, they go take oath. I think one was saying that one woman claimed she was forced to pull the heart of the chicken as part of the ritual, where they were forced to swear they would not try to escape or speak to God there once the island, or risk harm to themselves and their family. So some of them say that they force them to even remove the heart of chicken, come they eat the heart of chicken, all in the name of the swear. And all those particular things, e no good, you know, e no good at all at all. So because of that one, and they go swear, so that if they reach to island, they no go put the people for problem, or because if they do, say then they go give their family back home another problem. So the 15th also provided dramatic evidence of long, harrowing journeys from their homeland via North Africa and Southern Europe before arriving in Ireland. So the way where they take pass deserts, the way where they take even enter other parts of Europe before they reach Ireland, they give the whole details. They had all traveled in the belief that they were going to be working as shop assistants, but ended up being forced to work as prostitutes in various locations around the country, including Limerick, Cork, Galway, Castlebar, Navan, and Athlone, Letterkenny, Cavan, and Dudac. So say those people, they talk say they promise them workshop work, but when they reach Europe, they force them into prostitution, and they mention the places. They mention the places when it be say those people they are doing their work. The women were told they own the defender sum of ranging from 35,000 euro to 60,000 euro for arranging their travel to Ireland. So they say some of the women say na 35,000 to 60,000 na they owe. Oh, and then about Vesano, Danny, allez, merci. Die. This one like to disturb with it too. Allez, je suis là fait vidéo. Faut aller regarder pour toi là-bas. Merci. Okay, go and watch your cartoon there. Stop disturbing mommy. Good boy. See why I love you. Die. Ciao. Descend, piano, piano. Bravo. Ah, please. That one like to carry your phone. If you don't hold that phone, even you they talk to yourself, you know they mind you. So that is it. One of the women trafficked to one of the women trafficked and forced into prostitution by Edosa revealed she had tried to take her own life as a result of what had happened. So one of them say he won't even kill herself because of waiting what happened. In a victim impact statement read out by counsel for the DPP, Fiona Murphy, SC, the woman remarked, "I suffered badly from what Alicia did." She added, "I hated the life Alicia made me live, that I tried to kill myself. I lost my pride as a woman. I feel ashamed. It is not the way I wanted to live." The woman said she was now scared when men asked her out on a date. "Alicia was the worst person to ever come into my life," she observed. So she they thought say the Alicia say na him force and do the work, and that this is not how she wanted to do her live her life. So that is maybe for some people that did not know what they are going to do, and when they not they informed. So reaching there now, they will come tell you say na prostitution. You know, say get as the matter go be. And if you not do the work, now maybe one contain or the other beating fit start, or maybe one maltreatment fit start, So this girl they talk say the thing pain am well well, because this one be the life when she wan live at all. And this thing destroy her as a woman. And even now sef, to date any man, to go out with any man, she is even afraid to go out with any man, because she suffer badly, and she hates the woman when they call Alisa, because the Alisa make her life to be miserable. The other woman who Edosa traffic says she has earned 46,000 euro with my sweat and blood, but did not receive even a dime, when she still suffer health problems as a result of being involved in prostitution. You see, one of them now, the one when it be say Edosa carry, that one say you don't even pay almost 46,000 euros, and he said now her sweat and blood now she take make her that money. Even one dime she not get she not get in return. And now she dey suffer many health problems. That is why I tell you say a lot of them they don't infect for HIV/AIDS. So that is why e no dey advisable to carry anybody go into this particular prostitution of a thing. If you know say you no get work when you wan give that person, you no get complaint for that Europe, even though say the person dey beg you, abeg, it is hard time, you need to put that abeg for backyard. Because person sef wey you no even know sef fit even come dey carry problem dey put for your head, not talk of the one wey beg you make you carry am enter. So e no good at all at all. Observing that she had been affected physically, mentally, financially and psychologically by her experience in Ireland, she added, the wounds inflicted on me will never go away. She said the wounds wey e be say Edosa inflicted on her, say that wound no go ever go away, because she don have the thing don affect her now, emotionally, psychologically, physically, all the many things dey happen when e come be say really e no bam at all at all at all. And the girl now dey let us dey know say I was scared at all time, and I still feel scared today, she remarked. She described how she could not work at the moment as she suffered from depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. The woman, who now lives in the UK, said she no longer trusted men and did not think that she could ever have another relationship with a male. She also doubted if she could ever return to Ireland or Nigeria, because she remained threatened by Enogagase. Edith has robbed me of my normal life, she added. Another Nigerian woman who was trafficked by Enogagase said she still suffer from shock. That one say she still dey suffer from shock, that when she think about the life she had lived, things no go at all at all. The woman said that she could no longer bear the idea of being touched by a man, while she was also uncomfortable in large gatherings. That one sef no even want make men dey touch her again. She felt betrayed by Enogagase and had lost her trust in people. According to her, she said, I feel very angry and sad all the time, she concluded. Counsel for Edosa, Kenneth Fogati, SC, admitted his client was unable to accept the jury's verdict. Mr. Fogati outlined how Edosa was one of 8 children from an impoverished background, who left her family home in Nigeria at age 11 to go live with her other sisters when she was raped by another family member. Edosa, who had no previous conviction, moved to Ireland in 2011 with her now estranged Slovakia husband, and began working in prostitution in 2017 with Escort Ireland, when she felt it was the only way to earn a living after her resident permit to remain in Ireland has expired. A psychological report described her as someone who was self-reliant, who will do what is necessary to ensure her survival, as well as being a friend and a respectful woman. So they talk good of that one well well. They talk good of Edosa. that one na 8 years old. They talk good of am, but you know say wetin don happen don happen. To return am back, e get as e be. A counsel for Enogaga said Samuel Clark SC said his client was a mother of three young children, aged 11, 8, and 5, who first moved to Ireland in 2006. Mr. Clark said Enogagase had been placed in foster care between 2007 and 2008 after being found working as a young prostitute in Sligo. So that Enogaga said na three children na dat one get 5, 8, and 11, and they don first she go to Ireland, she moved to Ireland in 2006. Even they don place am for wetin dem dey call am for wetin dem call am foster care. That is where government for dey take care of people in 2017 when dem catch am say she dey do prostitute. In 2007 when dem catch am say she dey do prostitute at a young age. So dat time na im dem put am for foster care, government come dey take care of dem. She later moved to Dublin where she met her husband before they settled in Mullingar in 2014. So later I come comot for foster care, come go move go Dublin where she meet her husband. Pleading for leniency given she would lost out of her role as primary care for her children. Mr. Clark pointed out that Enogagase, who have no previous conviction, was herself a victim of trafficking as a young girl. You see, because all these people too, na person still carry themselves, still come up for their country. A lot of them are still victims, you know. So if you remember that the way when they take traffic you, and you know say e no sweet you, abeg no dey do am again, no dey traffic another person. Even though say the person ask for abeg, or even though say the family and your family dey relate, no do am. You know, if you wan borrow the person money, you fit borrow am money. If you wan dash am, dash am. If your family get wetin dem wan sell, make e pikin take travel, make dem go sell am, make their pikin take travel. But no dey put your hand, because e no good at all at all. People dey even dey die for inside prison. A lot of them dey run mad for inside Europe prison because of all this particular way. So like this Nogagase also, she was still a victim, because she still dey small when person carry am enter Europe. So a lot of them still pay to their madams. Then now they will now hope say maybe if they still carry person come, that person will still pay them. But it's not working that way, you know. You know, they work like that. So if you know say wetin dey do you, e no good, not do am to another person. And even though say I talk again, I say even though say the person dey beg you, not carry am, not carry am, not carry am. Because a lot of betrayers now, they're full for inside Europe. Many of them they do am because of document. Many of them they do am because of enviness, because of greediness, because of selfishness. So not just do am again, not carry that person again. Whether na your mama sister, na your brother sister, no they do am. If you know say you no get work when that person won't go work, you no get company when you want put am, you no get school when you want put am, you dey fine, you never see take feed yourself, you dey carry person, abeg make una remove hand, because e no dey pay anybody, you understand? Una know say who no go, you no know. So Detective Gwardia Nels Stark told the court that the Gwardia investigation began after two of the victims made a formal complaint at Store Street Gwardia Station in May 2018. Edosa and Enogagase was arrested and questioned but made no admission during 15 interviews after Gwardia carried out a search on their homes in April 2019. Osagbovo, who the court heard suffered gunshot wounds during a visit in Nigeria in January 2018, which requires the amputation of his left thumb, was given a suspended sentence of 2 years and 3 months for the money laundering conviction. So Osagbovo na be the husband of one of them. That one say when he go Nigeria 2018, say they shoot am, whereby he can't even lose one of his thumb. You understand? And because of that one, the government they can't give am 2 years and 3 months of prison because of the money laundering. Maybe na in they send money for those people, you know, they send money, they do this one, other one too, na problem. You tell him money laundering issue. So my dear viewers, now see the matter as they go. I beg, if you be person, if you be woman, you be man, you see say the way when you take survive enter Europe, you see the suffer when you dey for Africa before you even comot go Europe, before you even see person wey even say make e assist you, no matter the gbogbo to go the heaven and earth. But you be reaching that place, the promise when you promise that person, you no dey follow am like that. You say na bad na you wan cause for that person head, make una remove hand. Because wetin person use im mouth take talk for this mouth, for this world, e get power well well well. If you know say you no go fit do something, not just involve yourself at all at all. Because Euro prostitution, like the one wey you dey do for your backyard for Africa, no be the same thing. You know, for inside Europe cold dey, for cold time if you comot your body sef go dey freeze. For summer time if you comot, sun wey go dey beat you for there na another wahala. So if you know say you no go fit, abeg, the most important thing we need to do now is to educate our African girls. We know people when e be say like me now, when e be say we dey for this Europe for so many years, at least we don know the in and out of everything. This time no be the time when e be say they need to deceive us again. We have seen it for, you understand. So I think this is the hard time for us to start educating our African girls and the girls around the world, so that they go know say this prostitution of the thing, e no dey pay. You understand, e no dey pay. And also make dem no dey think say if dem no go Europe, dem no go make am for life. Person fit make am for any place when e dey, no matter the condition. And when you focus, when you pray to God and focus and find small small thing they do, before you know, you go rise up. Not think say na only prostitution na go make you survive, because maybe even only Europe that they do am. A lot of them are still doing it, even that Nigeria in their country or in other African countries, they are doing it. If you even reach Cotonou nearby Nigeria sef, you go see say a lot of Nigerian girls they put there when they lavish for there. You understand? Those ones they are lavishing for that place. If people like that one and they see who go even carry them go Europe, you see as they go they jump, But if they still reach the Europe, some of them go see do this kind of thing. When you see say they go still put themselves for problem, and e no good. So make una remove una hands for anything when I know say you know they bring better name to una self or to una country. Because a lot of girls are lavishing in prison. Some of them self, some don't get sickness, some self na mental issue, some self don't die throwaway, all in the name of this traveling of the thing. I won't go make am for Europe, I won't go make am for Europe. So it's quite unfortunate. This is the time when we say we would like to start to talk to our girls. Say make them bring out their talents, their agility, their wisdom. So when we say God give them, make them add and join the small small things when they do for wherever they. Say prostitution, you know they pay anybody. You understand? If you don't use your brain, your life will just frustrate for inside. So that is why even some people say when it be said they just get all this kind of bad mind, best mind, girls come they do like that. A lot of them don't infect with HIV/AIDS, whereby they know say after all they go die, there is no going back. So it's better they just do and undo. You understand? So that are the main issue that are causing all this kind of wahala. I don't even meet a girl for Spain last time. When the girl gets HIV/AIDS, waiting the girl they cry always na im mama, na im mama, na im mama, na im mama send them more. Because a lot of them, their mother are involved, their fathers are involved. They know say their children won't travel, they know say they won't come out. But because of the country situation, they go still accept, still support their children, make them come out. But when the children now go reach where they go, they go still say, hey, maybe should bet the mama fly you. This one maybe my run so. Now either do or die, your life too still there for risk. You understand? So may we stop to dey accuse our children, and may we stop to dey send them. They go, they do prostitution for Europe or for other African country, all in the name of say we want to make we help our family out, you know. Because if anything happen to you, now only you they go, your family are not going with you. If you even carry the sickness reach Africa, you go then surprise say that your same family when it be say now then you won't die for, now then you won't even go do that thing for. They go even drive you come on, they go even leave you, they go abandon you because you get health problem. You know, they're not gonna remember say, now they even support their sister, make it for travel, so that then they go make her. You understand? So I beg, may we try to remove our hands for inside, and may we advise our guests. So thank you all for watching. Please share us the video so that other people go see know what they happen around them. I hope you go see benefit a lot of people, including those ones when they send their madams they go jail, and those ones when it be said they know they tell the girls when they carry waiting they won't go do. Even those ones when it be say their parents and even them themselves know what they won't go do, but still they go still reach Europe. they go still wan put the person wey carry dem put for problem. I believe this video e go help a lot of them. So thank you all for watching, and please, if you never subscribe to our YouTube channel when be Harmless TV, please do subscribe to Harmless TV and click the notification bell. To our subscribers and our followers, thank you all and remain blessed. May God bless you as nothing they support us, you know. So may I help us share the video so that other people go see know wetin dey happen. So thank you and remain blessed. Bye for now.